Hello everyone. A few announcements before we start. 1. I found this little ninja. Oh, how cute. Think you're supposed to fling it somewhere, so... Wow, that was eventful. 2. I got my swords in, even though I didn't tell anyone about it. Yeah. And you may be wondering, well, it looks like there's only one sword in here. But look with your eyes. There's two, baby. These are swords. Well, that was exciting. Just wanted to share that little factoid with y'all. Next order of business. There's going to be quite a few spoilers for the Fnaf movie, because this is my review on the Fnaf movie. For anyone who don't want spoilers, just shoo, leave. That's all you gotta do. Now, let's get a few clips going. So basically, the way the movie starts is, there's this old security guard guy. This is a trailer. No, this is a trailer. Basically, at the start, there's this old dude who's still working his night shift, and he's in the room, and someone's banging on the door, barricaded up and all that, and he opens a vent, climbs through it, goes into the hall, finds a gate, slams up against a gate, because there's nowhere else to go. You hear Foxy, dum diddly dum 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 diddly dum 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 dum, runs at him and slice. You hear an actual slice sound effect, but he's perfectly okay. Except he wakes up in this thing. Just so you know, those are spinning blades. Yep, and it's slowly moving closer. He tries to unbolt a loose bolt on his handcuffs or whatever they are. He didn't get lucky. He died. And it zooms out. Ow, I'm dead now. Cuts to Mike Schmidt waking up. He goes into his job as a security officer. No clips at all. I would have thought people already had the entire movie leaked in clips by now. That's usually what they do. He has nightmares. He finds a kid at the mall where he works, and he assumes that his dad is taking him because it looks like it, you know? Like he's rushing him, come here, boy. I know I look awful right now, probably. Yep. He beats him up. He gets called to the office, gets fired. This random guy in the office gives him a job offer as a night guard. Ring any bells? Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? I just don't get it. He says no. He's going to lose custody over his little sister. It's turned out because his aunt, I think, is a really bad person. She wants the child support money. His counselor says that it'd probably be a good idea to get a job so the court may find it a bit better, you know, in his case, to keep his sister. So he reconsiders the offer. He's hired. And the guy in the office, the old man, acts like the phone guy. Finally, I think I may have found it.
Let me give you a little backstory. This place was huge.
I want to find the actual scene, brother. That was not the actual scene, but that's what he says. That's the guy in the office. He's the phone guy, I guess. The guy who offers him the job. So he goes in. You gotta flick on the breaker so the lights will turn on. And it turns on the outside sign light, because you need that at 3 a.m. when the building's closed. First night, he loads up his little Nature Sounds little cassette player. Oh my god. I'm only doing this because only sad amount of the population know what a cassette player is anymore. One of these. Look at it with all its beauty. You load little cassette tapes in here, hit play, and then when they're done, you have to hit the rewind button and wait for them to rewind. Anyways, loads up his cassette player of Nature Sounds, just... He sleeps through the entire first night. This is based off the Fnaf 1 pizzeria, and it kind of looks a bit wonky. You know, what can you do, you know? You're not gonna have giant, like, metal doors slamming down at the press of a button. It's a budget set in California, I think, or something like that. Anyways, he sleeps through the entire first night. The end. Next day, they're meeting in the diner. What's it called? The Bandits or whatever. Just so you know, Matt Pat and Corey Kenshin's in it. Let's get this in higher quality. That's Matt Pat. I guess he's the server of this little diner. This is the aunt that wants the kid. No, just wants the money is what it is. This is the babysitter Mike hires to take care of his little sister. He is her lawyer, but he's chicken crap. He don't do nothing. This is the guy she hires to trash the place on night 3. Oh yeah, by the way, Mike meets Vanessa, I think on the first or second night. She just appears in a police car. She's a cop. She just appears at the door. he lets her in. Yep. Howdy do, ma'am. What can I do for you, officer? Yeah, she just goes in, tells him a little bit about the place, skedaddles, and that's the last we see of her till another night.
That, but you know, it's just a theory.
Wait, what? Shut up.
Some people say that, but you know, it's just a theory.
I didn't even know he said that's just a theory. Because when we were in the theater, once everyone saw Matt Pat's face and heard his voice, they absolutely exploded into rapturous applause. Which I did too, you know. So I didn't even hear it's just a theory. That would have made it even better. After that, they decide to trash the place to make Mike lose his job. The bandits that break in, they all get hunted down by the animatronics. So yeah, these are all the kills. This guy is one that breaks in. He decides to take the kitchen. Chica don't really like that.
And cupcake.
Yep, that's Foxy. He decides to break in. He takes the office. This guy saw the guy get beaten by Cupcake. He decides that since that guy was getting his face mauled off by a flying bear trap, basically, he'd better run. So he found his way to the supply closet, and Bonnie's there. And that's blood. That's the babysitter. She decides to break in too. And the little kid you saw run by was one of the ghosts. Watch this, buddy. You ain't ready for Freddy. It didn't show it. It didn't show it. That's Abby. Whoa, that's crazy. That's the guy he beats up in the water fountain, by the way. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. That's beautiful. This is the dream of when he got his little brother taken in a car. So he has this dream every single night, and when he's at the pizzeria, it gets more vivid, and the little children come in. Yep, whoa. That's the first guy I was talking about. And that's the mask. Watch now, kids. I was probably covering up the entire scenes. Yep. I'm gonna just let this start. That's Foxy. GG, brother, you're dead. Show it. There it is. She gets chopped in half. I don't know why my webcam was so big. I don't know why I made it so big, but that was probably covering up all the scenes, so I'm sorry about that. Then he comes back. Vanessa shows up to his door, gives him a stern talking to, mister, because they broke in. So she assumes he left the door locked, which he didn't. This time, since his babysitter mysteriously disappeared, he has to take Abby with him to the pizzeria, the haunted pizzeria. So she stays in her little blanket fort for about 10 minutes, because he said, "Don't you dare leave this office." After he fell asleep on the job on night 3 again, and is inevitably going to get absolutely clapped by Foxy or one of the gang, she decides to venture out and play with the animatronics. Yay! Which she does successfully. Mike goes out there because he sees her on the cams, just playing with the animatronics. It looks like they're gathered around her killing her, but they're just tickling her because they love her. I don't do hearts. Anyways, so he comes out. Freddy comes up to him. He's about to absolutely deck Mike. He's about to he looks real angry. Abby says, "No, that's my brother. You cannot kill him." So Freddy doesn't kill him. Oh, big hug. I love you now. It's amazing how fast they change. But anyways, so they party, have a fun time, la-di-da-di-da. Abby decides, hey, Bonnie's guitar looks really cool. I'm gonna do a guitar solo. Sparks everywhere, she blows up. Happy birthday. She wakes up on the ground, covered in spark dust, I guess. It's amazing her heart didn't blow up from all the sparks, but okay. Ant Woman comes over and wants to get Abby, but that doesn't work. He goes into work. He has the dream, but this time, the kids, all 5 of them come up to him, and the one that I assume is Golden Freddy, he's wearing a yellow shirt with stripes. He goes, hey, you want your brother back, don't you? We can do that, mister. All you have to do is give us the girl. He says yes. Well, he realizes that about 20 seconds later, but they've all disappeared. So he's like, stop that! Don't take my sister! So all 5 of them come out of nowhere and just slash him up. His arm, his back, his legs. He wakes up all hurt at the police station because Vanessa found him all slashed up. She doesn't even bandage him now that I think about it. He's like, why didn't you tell me? You knew all about this. You knew all about the children possessing the people, blah-de-da-de-da-doo. Because the whole time Vanessa was hinting at, like, Afton with the yellow rabbit. And turns out Vanessa is actually his daughter. And she says that she can't come with him because she wouldn't be any use to him because he still controls the animatronics and her basically a little bit with his influence. So then we cut to the house. Golden Freddy appears out of nowhere to get the child. Off screen, I guess, absolutely decks the ants. Well deserved, I'd say. Come on, it's time to play. They go to the pizzeria. Not like teleporting like you think with Golden Freddy, but they get in a taxi cab. Mind you, this is about a 700-pound, 7'3" or 7" animatronic sitting in one side and a little girl in the other. And you know who the taxi driver is? Corey Kenshin.
Why do I always get the weirdos?
So they take the taxi and they walk in. Now Golden Freddy's gone, as Golden Freddy does. All the animatronics are there on stage. Chica's like, come here, little child. So they walk off to the back room, and at that time, Mike finally gets there through the vents, because he doesn't want to go through the front door, or he'll just get absolutely slammed. And electrocutes the water with a taser he was given by Vanessa. Takes out 2 in 1 animatronics, Barney and Freddy. Good day. You're dead. And Chica picks up the kid, about to put her in a suit. He's like, hey, you stop right there. And then gets shot in the eye with tasers. Very nice. Headshot. They walk out. Afton walks out in his amazing suit. He don't look that bad. Not gonna lie. Tasers Barney. Well, Springtrap, whatever. It doesn't work because he's technically not an animatronic, which it still should have worked because it's metal around a person. Villain monologue. Vanessa comes into the scene and they get in a father-daughter argument. Springtrap picks her up a little bit, slams her against an arcade cabinet. Child decides it's a really good idea to draw a picture, which I guess works because children really love pictures. Where there was a picture of Springtrap and the 5 little children all happy, la-di-da-di-da. Now there's Springtrap with a knife and all that killing them. Vanessa gets stabbed. He's about to go kill Abby, and she puts the picture up. All the animatronics are really, aggressive. They decide now's probably the time to do something. I'm gonna turn this all the way down. Cupcake. Yep, bites a hole in him. The spring locks start failing. Yep, ooch. And it turns out it was the guy who offered him the job the entire time. They're all just salivating at the thought of him dying. Makes sense. All the spring locks are failing, so he decides it's a good idea to put on the mask.
I always come back.
Good idea. Instantly, the spring lock fails and his helmet. Everything's falling down. They get out of there. Yep, they all turn red eyes. The building's collapsing, because why wouldn't it? They decide to give Vanessa. They're all just sitting there watching. Foxy hooks him. He lets out a guttural roar. He's still dying. Foxy single-handedly is pulling him. They're just sitting there. And now he's in the back room. This is the last time we see Afton. Oh, help me! Shuts the door. That's about the whole movie. I may have left out quite a lot of details. My memory ain't the best. No one's is. So here's what I thought of the movie. There was exactly 0 of the you know, like the Toreador March. No. What is Freddy's music box? There was 0 of that in the entire movie. There was no actual voice lines besides Foxy's dum diddly dum 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 diddly dum 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 dum. That happened twice, which I'm perfectly okay with. And the red eyes were not bad at all. You didn't see anyone actually die. That's actually really, really good. Because it does 2 things. In the game, you do not see your character die. You just see the implied effect. Jump scare warning. Yep. Then you appear in the suit. You don't see yourself actually die. So it keeps it like, what's the word? One, it keeps it PG-13, which, more money. It's true to its source material is what I'm saying. Still an amazing movie, 9 out of 10. That's the only thing I'd change about it, really. Very sad Mark's not in the movie. I still feel like Mark should have been William Afton. The suits actually looked really amazing. But here, look at Foxy. How'd they get him to move? Was someone puppeting it or something? Like, were there people just picking it up and crap? My honest review of the movie is 9 out of 10. I would love to see a sequel, but they're probably not going to. I think Scott said this was his last project besides books. Y'all need to watch the movie if you haven't. Please go watch it. You will not regret it. But anyways, this has been Dreammaster, and I'll see y'all next time.